back to my channel. It is Lover by Nature, and thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all my returning subscribers and all the new ones that have came as well. Continue to share, subscribe, and like the video. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 toxic traits that I have. I really didn't want to use the word toxic because I don't feel like I'm toxic, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, stay tuned for that.
Gotta choose someone, then it must be her. She been here since day one. I guess I'm at the call.
So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because we are about to go into a new year, and with the new year bringing in, I always like to reflect back over how I may have acted or responded to things in the previous years before that, and then also I like to look at how I want to not necessarily change but just do better, basically. I don't never want to try to make like New Year resolutions or anything like that, because most of the time when we make New Year's resolutions, we end up not even following through with them. So that's why I don't even title it as a New Year resolution or anything like that. I just title it as something that I know I want to work on for the upcoming year. So let's just jump straight into it. So let's start with number 1. So I really didn't even write nothing down. First off, I didn't write nothing down as to what my toxic traits are. I think I'm just going to try to go off of what I know. This is going to be raw, basically. This is not me sitting here thinking about what my toxic traits are, but just going off what I know about me personally. So I would say number 1, the first thing that is toxic about me is that I think I give too many chances. And I put that on my toxic list because with me giving too many chances to people, sometimes I stay in a situation that I should have already gotten out of. And because I done gave all those chances, I get put in a predicament or a situation that is harder for me to get out of, when I could have actually prevented a lot of the backlash, a lot of the unnecessary things that I went through. If I would not have given so many chances, I end up going through the motions of all of that stuff because I did give too many chances. I'm such a kind-hearted person, so with me giving as many chances as I give people, I tend to get hurt a lot. And I'm the type of person, I don't want to see other people get hurt. So even though those people are hurting me, I don't want to see them get hurt. So it's just a whole ripple effect of all that. So I think that's just toxic on my behalf because I don't necessarily look out for myself. I look out for other people, which that will bring me to number 2. Number 2 is I care too much about what other people think, how other people feel, and I sometimes forget about myself. And that's a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing with me in the sense of what I want to go into as far as my career-wise go, because I have a soft spot for children and young adults, especially those who are put in situations of being physically abused, mentally abused, verbally abused, or who have to deal with parents who are on drugs, just things of that nature. So I'm very sensitive to those type of people, and with the career that I'm going in, it helps that I am that way because I'm not judgmental of those people. And I'm not judgmental of anybody in general, but yeah, like I'm not a judgmental person. I genuinely want to help people, so that helps me being this way because I don't judge the person. I help them any way that I possibly can. But in a sense, me caring so much about other people, how other people feel, what other people think and stuff like that, I sometimes forget about myself and I overwork myself, which that has been a trying point for me this past year because I've actually been a stay-at-home mom, but I'm trying to get back into work again. But I've been a stay-at-home mom, and it has been a transition for me because I'm not used to not having to handle stuff. I've been used to taking care of everybody else. So this time that I've had the break of allowing somebody else to take care of me, I mean, I've liked it, but I haven't liked it at the same time, because I would rather be doing stuff to help other people I would rather be contributing to the household and things of that nature. So yeah, that is another toxic trait of mine, is that I tend to overlook myself, and I want to help other people instead of worrying about myself. So that's something that I definitely have to work on. I definitely still have to figure out how I can balance the two, how I can still help people and care about people, but also that I sit and make time for myself as well, so that I won't burn myself out, basically. Number 3, I'm impatient. And it's funny that I said that I'm impatient, because I am locking my hair, and you know, locking your hair is like you have to be patient. But I will say that I've had my days where I'm like, you know what, I'm about to comb these things out, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, I'm still dealing with being patient. But I'm the type of person, if I know that I have to do something, or if I know that something needs to be done, or if I know that we're going somewhere, I want to do it, and I want to do it then. If I know that we have to be somewhere at 4 o'clock, okay. If I know that it takes me 2 hours to get dressed, another extra 30 minutes to an hour to get my daughter dressed, I'm going to start ahead of time to get the stuff done. And that's one thing that I have to deal with my husband. Yeah, you guys, we got hitched. But he's more of a, he's so chill. Even when we should be rushing or should be concerned about time, he's still so chill that it doesn't bother him. But with me, it bothers me. So I've been having to learn how to not say nothing, which sometimes I still say stuff, or sometimes I don't even say nothing. It just be my facial expression that be saying everything. But he's more chill, and I'm just like, okay, you know, we have to be here at 4 o'clock. Why you still, and I know he takes longer to get dressed than me. So I'm like, why you still lollygagging around? It's 2 o'clock. I need for you to go ahead and hop in the shower, because you know you slower than me, and I have to get me in Italy ready, and I still get done before you. So yeah, that's something that I have to still work on, is patience. You know, and then even with my daughter, like there's moments where she's just not listening and just doing stuff at a slower pace, and I want her to, little girl, come on. And so I still have to deal with that. So yeah, patience is something that I definitely have to work on. To be sometimes it takes me a while to forgive. And for me, okay, so I know some people who they can argue with somebody or have a disagreement with somebody, and they can go years without talking to that person. Me, when I argue with somebody, I can go months without talking to the person, or months of feeling a certain type of way to the person or whatever, but I end up forgiving them. But to me, I still feel like that's still too long of a time. It takes and I end up forgiving people, but the process of me forgiving somebody is it's a long and tedious process for me sometimes. Even if I get back to the point of me talking to you, I still will feel like certain ways towards you. Like, I can talk to you, but I can still, in the back of my head, I'm like, I remember when you said such and such about me. I remember when you did such and such to me. And I don't forget those things. So even though I quote unquote said I forgave you, I really didn't forgive you, because I'm still harboring that in me. And it reflects over into my life. If I end up having to have any other altercations or things dealing with you, just the thought of having to deal with you puts me in a bad mood, because then I start thinking about, oh, I remember when they did such and such and such, and now I'm going through this process again, and I just don't want to deal with it. So but ultimately at the end, I do forgive. And I'm still work on, even though I do forgive people in the long run, I still need to work on forgiving people sooner. And it's not necessarily for those people, it's for myself. It's for myself, it's for my well-being, it's for my sanity. Because harboring those feelings and emotions, it doesn't affect them, it affects me. And so I just realized that I need to learn how to forgive sooner than later, as I have been doing. And the number 5, my last toxic thing that is about me is that I don't give myself enough credit, and I put myself down. and I need to work on that. And when I say that is, there's so many different things that I know how to do, ranging from doing hair, doing nails, making jewelry, drawing, singing. Like, there's so much that I know how to do, but I put myself in a category. First off, I'm super hard on myself, and I feel like there's other people who are way better than me, which is stupid for me to say, because in any artist or any person will tell you that there is somebody that's better than them. It could be the best singer in the world, and they're still going to say that somebody's better than them, but that didn't stop them from pursuing their dreams. That didn't stop them from becoming the person that they are. So I think I'm saying that I'm toxic in that sense is because I limit myself on stuff that I should do. And even with me starting my whole little jewelry business that I'm planning on launching in January, here's some of them. I have been going back and forth on whether or not I even want to launch it, because I feel like other people are doing other things and they're so good at it, so why would I do it? You know, I'm just being hard on myself, and that's one thing that I definitely need to work on, and that I am going to work on in this upcoming year, is not limiting myself on stuff that I know that I can do. Even if people don't support me in it in the beginning, it doesn't even matter, because sometimes it's not even your family and friends that are the ones that support you. It be outside people, and I think that's what's been limiting me from doing a lot of stuff this past year, is because I didn't see the feedback that I thought I was going to see from some of my friends. My family has been a huge support, but mainly my friends. I haven't been seeing the support that I thought I was going to see from them, and I've been supporting my friends. You know, anytime my friends do stuff, even though we all don't talk that much anymore, I've been like sharing their stuff, you know, checking in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they have a huge support system and following base, and people really care about the stuff that they're doing. And I'm like, when I do stuff, it's like I feel like I don't have that support, but it doesn't even matter anymore. Like, at this point, I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I have to start at the very bottom, and work my way up. Like, I know that I'm good at a lot of stuff, and I'm going to pursue everything that I've been wanting to pursue. I am going to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And yeah, so I think that's my top 5 of everything. And these are all things that I'm definitely going to be moving forward in 2020. I'm definitely going to be reflecting back over myself, trying to change, do things differently, become more aware of me. This is kind of like a selfish year for me. I'm definitely going to be doing stuff that I've been wanting to do, but I've been hesitant to do, because I care about what people say about me, how people feel about the stuff that I'm doing. But this year, I'm just gonna do it, because I know that I can do it. And even if it doesn't blow up to be something big or anything like that, at least I will still be able to say that I did it and I accomplished it. And yes, that's the plans. Yeah, so I just want to come on and just give you guys this short little video of my top 5 toxic traits. And these are just things that I'm going to be changing, things that I'm going to be working on in the upcoming year. And if you guys want to, you can definitely like leave down your top 5 things that you feel that are toxic about yourself, or just things that you want to change. You don't even have to use the word toxic, because I mean, I didn't really want to use it either, but just things that you know that you want to change about yourself, things that you know that you're going to work on. You know, just go ahead and think about it now. Don't wait till January. Just start thinking about it now. Just start putting it into play. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope that you guys will stay tuned for the next video coming up. I am going to try to do 2 uploads weekly now, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Peace and love.